The importance of breast cancer awareness. Every 69 seconds, someone's loved one loses their battle with breast cancer. This disease has had an effect in both positive and negative ways in so many families across the nation. After professionals have gathered information and statistics from the past several years, the Susan G. Komen Foundation has gained more popularity and has contributed to the growing population of local and national activities for raising money for the cause and to finding a cure for breast cancer. Although many people don't think twice when they see someone wearing a pink ribbon, chances are they don't realize the reality behind this terrible illness that plays such a huge role in society today. In today's world, women have the mentality of, oh, it won't happen to me. Statistics actually show that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer during the course of their lives. This means there will be 230,480 new cases of breast cancer diagnosed in the women of the United States in the year 2011 alone. Out of these cases, 39,520 mothers, grandmothers, daughters, and sisters will die from this terrible disease. Even though statistics show women have a higher chance of being diagnosed, in recent years the cases for males have increased. In 2011, there is expected to be 2,140 men diagnosed with breast cancer, which means guys have a 1 in 1,000 chance of being diagnosed. The majority of people think that breast cancer runs in the family, which in some cases is true. However, 85% of cases are the first and only case to be diagnosed within a family. Now, after sharing all of these terrible statistics with you, there is a positive one. This year, there is 2.9 million breast cancer survivors. This survival statistic alone helps to promote the Susan G. Komen Foundation for the Cure. Susan Komen was an ordinary person living her simple life every day until the day she discovered a lump in her breast. She never realized how significant her impact would be on the world today, after being diagnosed with breast cancer and having this illness spread throughout her entire body. Susan Komen's main interest was the comfort of all of the other women dealing with the same type of situation as she was in. The one thing she always talked about was finding a way to speed up the research of breast cancer so that the chances of survival would increase. After 3 rounds of chemotherapy and radiation and 9 surgeries, Susan Komen lost her 3-year battle with breast cancer in 1980. Even though she has passed away, her story is still alive in many people's hearts today. Her sister started the Susan G. Komen Foundation in 1982, which helps it to raise money for finding a cure for breast cancer. The foundation runs strictly off of fundraisers and donations made in remembrance of Susan Komen and the fight against breast cancer. During the year 2009 to 2010, this foundation raised approximately $400 million for the Race for the Cure donations and services throughout much of the country. However, not all of the money is put towards the research. Public health education, health screening services, treatment, and expenses are awarded a portion of that money as well. Thanks to this amazing foundation, and local and national participation has increased tremendously over the past couple years. Since November is now officially Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the color pink is almost everywhere you look. It's on TV, all around college campuses, on your local football teams, even on NFL players. So many people support this cause because there is at least one person in everyone's life that could become a victim of breast cancer. One of the ways my community shows their support is one night before a volleyball game, all of the breast cancer survivors and the current ones battling this disease are brought onto the middle of the floor to be recognized for all their courage and strength. Our football players also wear a pink ribbon on their helmets in honor of the cause. The NFL does much of the same thing, except on a much greater scale. Players wear different pink articles of clothing during a game in October, and then these clothing articles are auctioned off to the highest bidder. These proceeds then go to the American Cancer Society and other foundations. Seeing as how the statistics makes the possibilities of you or a loved one being diagnosed with breast cancer more of a reality, you can see how people are beginning to pitch in to help find a cure. Breast cancer is an extremely terrible, life-threatening disease that several women face throughout the years. There is a much higher chance of beating this illness Thanks to all of the research and foundations that have contributed to finding a cure. Next time you see someone wearing a pink ribbon, think about how much breast cancer affects our world and how much it may affect a loved one in the future.